back to Halo, everybody.
Yeah.
Playing more Halo. Do you think that in like 5 years we're gonna look back at the videos made specifically at this time period and be like, man, why was Andrew like really gay horny for like 30 weeks? Or are we gonna look back and be like, oh, that was the start of his right before his prison sentence? I'm seeing things run. This is good.
Oh my god, the way they run is hilarious.
Yeah, they look like.
Oh, remember that one time when we walked from Andrew's car to Nick's apartment and his pants just steadily fell down the entire way?
Oh my gosh.
That was hilarious.
The struggle.
Can you run in this game? Oh no, it's a special thing, so there's no running. It's one of the few things I hate about Halo.
So, did the this video will piss you off gain you any rage?
No, 'cause I'd already lived through it.
I don't know. I had two, but when Andrew said that about Empire Strikes Back, it still made me angry.
Oh yeah.
Hence why I brought that clip up, because I was like, this is how I actually feel. Because, I mean, it's one thing if he doesn't remember the movie, in which case I can't really get angry, but if he really thinks that that reveal at the end isn't anything happening, I'm
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that I did sort of get pissed off at that. It's like, if you think that is the worst Star Wars movie ever made, you deserve to be in an insane asylum.
Yeah.
You're more crazy than the Joker.
To be fair, I don't know if he has seen the new ones.
But he said he and Nick like did a stream where they watched all this. They had a period where they went through and rewatched all the Star Wars movies.
Yeah, but Nick said that they didn't watch the new ones because he didn't want to or something.
Yeah, but I mean, like, so he should have recently seen Empire Strikes Back, so...
Yeah.
I don't know if he was trolling us. That's the thing with, like, the reason I don't think I get mad when Andrew says that is because I'm not sure whether or not he's being serious.
Yeah. Like, I say it in the video, I'm like, okay, he's just trolling us now. Because once we called him out on it, he just kept saying it. That's how you know he's trolling. It's one thing if he, like, forgot and be like, oh, wait, no, not that one, or whatever. But yeah, Empire Strikes Back is... It's got the biggest reveal out of all of them, I think.
Oh, yeah, no, what really made me... This didn't make me upset, but it was just like, my sister was like, oh, yeah, that's the best line in cinematography ever, and it was like, the line was like, you look like a stick of gum. I'm like, no, Megan, that is not the best line ever. The best line ever is, Luke, I am your father. That is like the most...
like a stick of gum.
Yeah, it's like the most iconic and memorable and best line in cinematography history is 100% Luke, I am your father.
Even though I'm pretty sure that's not exactly how it goes. I think it's no, I am your father. Because he says, like, Obi-Wan told me you killed my father. I think the second best reveal in Star Wars is when Darth Vader kills Darth Sidious.
If we include, like, the animations and stuff, I think the best reveal in Star Wars is when Darth Maul's still alive.
Yeah, I can't speak on that. I haven't seen that stuff.
It's... I don't know, actually, because I already knew he was alive, because Andrew told me. Alright, I'll see if you respawn if I go far enough.
Man, like... That was me watching Game of Thrones for the first time. I was just like, wait a second, none of these reveals mean anything because I've been on Twitter for the past 5 years.
And I haven't watched Game of Thrones because I'd rather read the book.
It's almost like you can do... Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I know I can do both, but I don't know. I feel like the TV shows sort of sucked after they deviated from what the books had.
Yeah, what I will say is... You should 100% at some point in your life watch the first 4 seasons. After that, it gets kind of boring, to be honest.
Because I think after the 4th season, they went past what the books had.
I think season 5 is the final season with the books, but season 5...
The one where Jon Snow dies at the end is the final one.
Yeah. Season 5 still has book content, but it focuses a lot on whatever the dwarf's name is in... the area that Daenerys calls home, and it's just boring to me.
Yeah, to be completely honest with you, even when I read the books, I'm pretty sure that what you just described are the parts in the book that I skip over because it's just a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, like all the stuff up north, awesome, love it.
Yeah.
Everything else, I'm good.
Well, that's with the books. That like whole thing is split into two separate books, where like one focuses on the stuff in the north and the stuff in King's Landing, and I think the other one focuses on the stuff in Marine and everything else. And
Yeah, all the stuff with like the masked weirdos, I'm just like,
oh, the stuff Arya does in Bravos, I skipped all that stuff too, because it was just,
yeah,
it's like, we all know she's gonna end up back in Westeros at some point. Let's just skip to that, please.
yeah. Like what is the guy called the Masked Man or something?
The Faceless Man?
The Faceless Man? Like I like the concept of the Faceless Man.
Yeah, the Faceless Men of Bravos are like an assassinations guild that worship the god of death.
Yeah, yeah. Like, you know, I gotta read the books at some point.
Oh yeah, the books are like, I know people say the books are always better than the movies, because they are most of the time, because the books can go into more detail.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like Game of Thrones is one of those things where it's like, the TV shows probably do the best adaptation you're gonna get of a live action.
Yeah, I mean, for what like I said, the first 4 seasons absolutely have to see. You have to. Like, it's just so good the way they did them. After that, it's up to you, really, if you want to continue going. Like, I got to like halfway through season 6, and I was just like, yeah, I don't really need to see the ending. I already know.
Yeah. What also
I know the bullshit they did.
They wrote out like a lot of characters in the TV show from the books.
Yeah.
Either because they realized they weren't important in the book, so they didn't bother like trying to cast them, or because like they were lazy. It's like that whole thing with Dorne, what they did in the book with the TV show, where Dorne like killed the leader and then they did all this other shit. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't do that.
There's a human here shooting at me.
No, there's not.
Oh, thanks.
No, because in the books they're like, oh, this little boy who's like the same age as one of Ciri's daughter is the heir to Dorne, but it's like, no, in the books, like his older sister is the heir to Dorne, but you wrote her out completely.
Ah, yeah, they kind of just like left all that stuff empty near the end. Like a lot of stuff didn't matter. Like none of the religious stuff really mattered.
I think they
in the book, in the show.
I think once they didn't have any content left from the books, they sort of because also at that point George R.R. Martin had left, so he wasn't helping them anymore.
Yeah.
So they're sort of at a point where it's like, we either can finish this as quickly as possible to make the fewest mistakes, and because people want the show to end, or we can drag it out and actually explain everything that we started.
Well, that's the thing. People didn't even want the show to end. Apparently, they were ending it because they wanted to do something with Star Wars. But then, like a month later, Star Wars was like, no, they're not working with us anymore. So I don't even know what the fuck.
And Star Wars probably stopped wanting to work with them because they fucked up the ending of season whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, in hindsight, they couldn't do. If they were gonna end it the way they ended it, it just wasn't gonna work. How quickly they did it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because weren't people pissed off like that the whole prophecy thing didn't even matter in the end because Arya ended up killing the Night Walker?
Yeah, that episode was like, in my opinion, the final episode of the show. Like all the stuff afterwards didn't.
Because the whole prince who was promised, if the sister of the prince is the one who ended up killing the person, that doesn't really work. And their whole excuse that it was like, oh, it's only like that because the Valyrian word for prince and princess is gender neutral, so it's the same for both. It's like, yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, fuck women.
Melisandre or whatever have visions about Jon being the prince who was promised. Because
if you make Arya the hero, then people on Twitter will be happy, William. That's what you don't understand.
Yeah, but
and that's who they're making the show for.
Yeah, but people on Twitter were unhappy for that.
Yeah, Twitter's never happy. That's what people need to understand. You cannot do anything to... Oh shit! Why was that dead body just leaning up against the door?
I thought we already killed him.
No. I like how Master Chief's so strong. He's just carrying him around.
At that point, I don't even think Arya was a princess. Right? Or was Jon King of the North at that point still? Or was Bran the King of the North?
Wasn't Sansa Queen of the North? Or Lady of the North?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it works because she was technically princess when Robb Stark was king, but
Robb Stark, Stannis, two best characters from the show.
yeah, like I read fan fiction, and the Game of Thrones ones I read, it's like I flick through some of them. They're like, oh, here's an Arya based one. The Sansa one. I'm like, no. Robb Stark. Oh yeah, sure, I'll read that.
Yeah.
He was the best character in the show. Once he died, not in the show, in the books. Once he died, I sort of started losing interest because it's just like.
That said, though, his death was epic.
Yeah, but that's the thing in the books. You know how Caitlyn in the TV show, Caitlyn Stark like died permanently. Yeah. She's not dead in the books.
Have you ever watched any of those videos about George R. R. Martin explaining, like, sort of why he does certain things in the books?
No.
In interviews and stuff? Like, he had one where he explained how Caitlyn Stark, just like the mind of the character changed the story completely. Because he originally planned to have her just, like, stay in Winterfell. But, like, because the character, like, came to life in his mind, he knew that at a certain point that wouldn't be... It was, like, really interesting to hear him talk about it. How, like, the characters have a mind.
I hope this whole Corona thing is getting him writing those next books. You know,
he wants to finish them before he dies. Like, he wants to finish both of the books or whatever.
Then he really needs to like stop procrastinating and just sit down and do it.
Well, I don't know if he's procrastinating. I think he's just taking his time. He wants them to be perfect. It's got to be super anxiety full writing the biggest book in the world besides the Bible.
And Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's true.
And Harry Potter.
Yeah. I don't know. It might be bigger than Harry Potter. Probably not, though.
No,
I think Harry Potter movies are the perfect movies to watch. Is that a weird thing to say? Like, I think they're the easiest rewatchable movies.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because they're short to, like, the extent a movie can be short. And
they're also
just...
good
story.
Yeah, they're just, like, super entertaining. Stuff's always happening.
I think
weird
the
shit.
First 3-ish movies are really great to rewatch, but then, like, the later ones aren't so much because they start getting, like, darker and darker.
Yeah, they're definitely angsty.
And
Harry starts giving off Anakin
the storytelling of the movie starts going down the farther they get into the series of books.
What's going on, soldier?
Because they start cutting out more and more of, like, what happened in the books.
Yeah.
To fit the runtime. As the books got longer, I feel like the quality of the movie went down.
Yeah.
My least favorite Harry Potter movie is definitely Goblet of Fire, just because I feel like they skip out so much of the stuff that's happening like in between each task, just to make sure like they can get all three in the movie runtime.
What the? Is that guy being sucked off by a squid?
It's the
I will say though, the Goblet of Fire, when we watched it at Nick's house or whatever, or maybe we watched it in a hotel, I can't remember. But the ending is so good.
Yeah, it's alright.
Why are you just standing still, you dumb?
I don't know. No, but you know the like the Brotherhood Without Banners that the dude who like kept dying and coming back to life was in charge of?
In Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the books, that's that like organization Caitlyn Stark takes over as Lady Stoneheart. So that like them not doing that with that character completely changed some of the stuff.
Oh my god.
Or the flood here. Oh yeah, time to use my machine gun.
We're being attacked by abortions.
Oh my god. I feel like this is why we don't get more views on our YouTube videos.
No, it's because this isn't 2K. That's why. Even though I put out a 2K video and it didn't get many views, so I think maybe we're just not getting recommended anymore. I think that's part of it. Because YouTube does have like an algorithm that says like, well, if this video doesn't get as many views as this video, and that's like a theme for your channel, then it's not going to recommend those kind of videos because they want people to stay on the platform longer. So it's not going to recommend, like if your audience watches a certain video a lot but doesn't watch other videos a lot, they're not going to recommend those because they want your audience to stay on the platform longer. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I guess I'm okay with, but at the same time it's kind of like you never know if certain things are going to change, you know? So it's like it's hard to change the algorithm single-handedly. And by hard, I mean impossible. But maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll have one of these fucking random-ass videos that we do get super viral, and then YouTube will be like, oh, okay, we'll fix it for you.
Yeah, maybe if we keep grinding for another 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. I think the other thing we need to do is we just need to start doing Twitch more, like, alongside YouTube. At some point, we're going to be in a scenario where all of us have decent enough internet and we can just do squad streams. I think that's the future of gaming. Because, I mean, YouTube kind of goes out of their way to kill gaming on YouTube. A little bit.
Aren't they, like, afraid of, like, pissing people off, so they piss off everyone who wants to use their platform?
Yeah, they are very sensitive towards ad-friendly content, and I feel like they just think that nerd shit isn't very ad-friendly. Did you just punch me in the face?
By accident, yeah.
Like I said, I don't really have a problem with how they handle it, because I understand why they do, but it's still very... Like, a lot of their audience comes from people who want to watch gaming content. Maybe not playthroughs the way it once was, but, like, you know, the stuff we're doing now where, like, stuff is, like, highly edited, funny moments, that type of stuff, that stuff is huge on YouTube. Absolutely massive.
Definitely.
And it's just interesting to see they're kind of... Yeah, they're just still kind of combative towards that kind of content. Unless you're fucking Vanos or PewDiePie.
No, yeah, if you're getting that millions of views on your stuff, even if they don't want you to be, they're still gonna just let you do what you want, because you're making them a shit ton of money.
Yeah, I would say our channel is... I am completely out of ammo at this point.
Our channel is what?
Our channel is closer to, like, the Yogscast model, because I was watching some of their streams, and Lewis was talking about how at a certain point they just stopped trying to chase like the YouTube game, like the thing that will take them to the next level, and they just started making content that they wanted to. And because they had a big enough fan base, even though they have 7 million subscribers, they only get like 100 to 500,000 views per video, which is still great. It's just not what they used to get on Minecraft. Like, they stopped chasing that, so now their main audience is more defined, which I think is a good way of doing things. Like, we still have people that watch probably all our videos, like Vinny, Thomas Ribeiro. You know, there's people from time to time who actually watch all our stuff. I need to find a gun with ammo. These are just grenades. Alright, let's try to time this here. Alright, get the fuck out of here. Is that all of them? Nope, this guy's doing his thing. Get the fuck off me, bitch. Don't touch me. Anyway, yeah. Oh my god, there's a lot of them. There's still a lot of them. Shit. How do I... Oh, he just punched the gun away from me. What the fuck? What a tactic. Shit.
That flood is genius.
Ah! Where's the gun?
I got skills.
How do I...
Oh, I'm back.
Oh, shit. Nice. Do you have full ammo?
Not full, but I got ammo.
Good. Yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts on YouTube?
I don't know.
Do you watch stuff on YouTube anymore?
I do. Not really to watch it, just to have some noise going in the background when I'm playing games.
Right.
I don't know. I think eventually they're gonna realize what they're doing isn't a sustainable model for trying to continue to be profitable, and they'll either change or just completely change the model of their platform, I guess. I don't know.
I think as long as Twitch exists, they won't have to change, which is upsetting in a sense, because a lot of gaming YouTubers spend more of their time on Twitch, and a lot of their content is just like Twitch streams edited up, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, we could probably do, but at the same time, I prefer recording them right now just because higher quality stuff. Like, I don't have a good enough setup where I could stream stuff and have it be as good quality as my recording.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Ah, fuck. But yeah, I think you stay with the status quo and you do what you enjoy, and eventually the world will notice, right? That's what they tell me.
Well,
I don't know who
probably-
they are. You just stay the same, and everything will adapt around you the way you want it.